Hi, Sue here from Mystic Matters, and here is your July tarot reading. There is a written version if you prefer that, and I will leave the link to that below. But we're starting here with the Tower. So we're starting off the month with just the breaking down of things that no longer resonate with us. So it's a massive clearing. I liken it to like a trunk full of old clothes. You need to get rid of some of the old in order to let the new kind of come forward. So we are starting off with a bit of tempestuous start to the month. But on the other hand, it doesn't have to be painful unless we hold on too tightly to the things that we think are leaving us and we don't want them to leave. If we can go with the flow, it doesn't have to be so bad. We also need to take some time to ourselves to listen to what our inner voices are telling us rather than what our heads are telling us or other people are telling us. It's also about learning the art of patience. Everything happens at the right time and not before that. So if you can bring patience in, then it will be a lot less frustrating. Just, wait for things to be in place. And there's new relationships here. Can be love relationships, but it can be also business partnerships, new projects starting when you don't really know what you're doing yet. It's only the very beginning, or you don't know the other person very well. Again, it's a beginning, but there's new things going to be starting. This is the first third of the month. And then round about the middle of the month, we're being asked to use well-balanced thought and judgment, not to let our emotions get in the way. If there's got any legal stuff going on or where contracts need to be signed, cross the T's, dot the I's, and it's important not to be kind of emotional, because once you've got your head kind of screwed on in this respect, it's going to bring success, people patting you on the back and saying, well done. So for some of us, there's going to be new things happening, things that we need to really kind of, as I said, keep a cool head, but there's success with that. And so people congratulating us. And towards the end of the month, there's more money and resources coming our way. And this can be a win, a legacy, pay rise. It doesn't really matter where it comes from, but there is more money and resources coming our way. And then we're kind of in this teacher phase, and the Hierophant is about, who am I? What's my purpose? Why am I here on this planet at this time? So by the time the end of the month comes and we've gone through all these different stages of kind of self-reflection, new projects, some success, having to, keep a cool head, and things that have been going out of our lives, we're going to get to this place of, okay, where do I need to go from now? I want to get more meaning in my life. I'm on this new path here. It has to be about my life purpose, my soul purpose. This will bring a certain amount of confusion, not knowing exactly where we're going. But that's what happens when we are on a soul purpose rather than we're driven by our minds and material ambitions and things. When we start to look and live more on an intuitive, more on a spiritual level, we find that we don't know where we're going. We're asked to trust the process. We're asked just to let the boat that is our life just, meander along, take the hands off the wheel and just relax and see where it takes us. So this doesn't have to be a worrying time if we can just let things go and go with the flow. It's a bit like the beginning of the month when we're starting off with things leaving us which are no longer for us. We don't lose anything that's ours. So if we can, towards the end of the month, do the same, just go with the flow, except the things that don't resonate, the things that aren't growing corn for us will leave our lives, but that's okay because we have enough trust just to enjoy the process. Our luck for the month is loving ourselves a bit more, but also kind of nurturing the relationships, maybe creating new feeling within current relationships, starting new projects. But it's about doing things we love, loving ourselves, loving the people around us, warts and all. It doesn't have, it's about unconditional love, but also creating the projects where we love what we love what we do. But this is the very beginning. Again, like the previous card that started off at the beginning of the month, when we're starting new projects or new relationship things, when we don't know the other person or the subject matter that well. Again, this is our luck. If we have love in that situation, then that is what is our luck. But if there's something that comes up and you're a bit tepid about it, you're not really bothered one way or the other, that's not it. You've got to have a genuine passion about whatever it is, whether it's another person or a new project. It has to have passion, has to have love attached to it. So this looks like a really positive month ahead. But as long as we don't try and hold on to things of the past that are leaving us, because that then causes pain, because it's like you've got your hands on a rope. I'm a lot about boats this time, but imagine you've got a rowing boat and you've got you're holding on tightly to the rope, and it's fine when the kind of the lake is like a mill pond, it's fine, you know. But then it starts to get stormy, and it starts to it starts to rock, and it starts to pull. It's very painful if we're holding on tightly to that rope. Our palms can be red raw by the end of it. But if we let go, if that boat's for us, it will drift back. And if it's not, it will be gone. But we can replace it with something better. So if you can think about that analogy, just go with the flow and everything will turn out great. All right. I hope that's been of help, and hope to see you again. I'll be back next month. Bye.